Welcome back to Star Trek Infinite. Today we're going to be talking about the economy systems of the game and how everything works. It can be a little bit overwhelming, and even though the economy system by itself runs fairly smoothly if you don't really touch it, you can still optimize things and understand what's going on underneath the hood. And because of that, we are playing today as the Cardassian Union. The Cardassians started off rather resource starved, and they also have a dual economy where they have both slaves as well as normal workers. So we're going to go ahead with them and basically see how things go. Now the first thing that we need to do is, of course, is turn off the AI, and we are going to go to the mission tree as always. We have an objective, our shared labor. Basically, we need to create food production for our empire. We need to have 55 per month, that is depicted here up here. We're currently at 21, as well as have 7 labor camp districts within our empire. Now labor camps are really interesting because they are part of the dual economy. Basically, only slaves can work in these places, and they will have jobs, the forced miner and the forced farmer jobs, which is rather curious, right? Because where are these jobs depicted? Well, it's in the jobs tab, of course. If you go all the way down to the bottom, there's these workers. They are called the forced farmer and, of course, the forced miner. And as they work, they will create resources. But of course, we have our normal populace, our upstanding torturers, apparently, Cardassians, who generate things like science, who generate alloys and all that sort of stuff. And basically, we want to make sure that things are balanced, because right now we can see that we have jobs available. We got one job available as a clerk, which means that we don't have any slaves right now over here, and there's no unemployment on this planet, which is awesome. We immediately are going to send our governor straight over towards Cardassia Prime and improve worker production over here. And we are going to start building things up a little bit as soon as we have the need for more stuff. Now, as you can see here, is that this place is about to have unemployment. There are no jobs available, but there are also no pops. However, that means that we need to start making designations on our worlds. This looks like an excellent energy world. There's a lot of energy districts. This one over here is yet again a good energy world. I do like that. And then this last one is a good mining world. The other empires also have farming worlds or agricultural worlds. The Cardassians don't have that because they have the labor camp districts. Now, it's really important. Every single one of these districts generates jobs. Like the mining district generates 2 miner jobs. Miner jobs are standard worker jobs. However, if I would say build a research laboratory, it would generate a researcher job. Now, a researcher job is a specialist job, which means that as soon as I have a empty slot under the specialist, as in I have a job available, somebody from the workers will try to fill that. If I have a job under rulers, then somebody from the specialist will try to fill that position. This basically means that we always need to make sure that if we are going to be building a specialist building, like a science lab, that we have enough resources, or at least enough workers to fill those positions, and more importantly, to refill the bottom positions. Basically, what it boils down to is that a worker that is down here, let's say a technician, let's say that this technician goes away to work in a science place, it means that they're no longer making energy, therefore the economy will go down. This is a bit of a precarious balancing thing. So the real important thing is that you do not, under any circumstance, overbuild your buildings or anything involving specialists. Usually that's already specified here, if it's a specialist or not. But yeah, researcher jobs are specialists. Don't overdo them, because if you don't, your basic economy will collapse. You need that energy, you need that those minerals, you need that food, and everything attached to that. Don't overbuild stuff. That's like the most important thing that you can do. Anyway, let's unpause the game and see what we can do here and what we have rolled. Research speed +5, always good. Growth speed is excellent. And ice mining station. And it seems that somebody has declared support for Bajor. And I am not very cool with that, because Bajor is a power that we have currently occupied, which is great for us because if we would integrate it, we would take their civics for ourselves. A bit of a primer once again. A civic is the things up here. Basically, as soon as you integrate somebody, you will earn another civic, and you win the game if you have 12 civics. That's basically the gist of it. So we need to occupy 12 other empires, integrate them, get their civics, we win the game. That's essentially what it boils down to. But we're going to go ahead and assimilate this power and be done with that. In about a year or so, they'll be doing our bidding. Anyway, let's take a look at space resources, and more particularly space resources when it comes to return on investment. Now, it may be super easy to go ahead and say, all right, I'm going to go ahead and right-click on a place here and build a mining station. It cost me 200 minerals per tick, right? Okay, that's a lot of resources. So, yeah, so that would take me, well, it would take me 50 months to get those resources back because it only generates 2 per tick, right? So 50 months is what, like 5 years before this would start generating profit. Now, there are, of course, people that would say, oh, don't do it right at the start of the game because you don't have that many minerals. You could probably invest better into like mining districts, etc., because you'll get a better ROI. That's true if you had the pops for it. Right now, in general, it's probably a better idea to go for something that is a little bit higher on the return of investment. I believe Cardassia Prime A has got a 3 on this, so it would take, what, 33 months to get that back, so that's 3 years. That's, I think, a reasonable thing to do. So right now, we're just going to go ahead and start mining Cardassia Prime A. In 3 years' time, we will have broken even on that and then start getting minerals. We'll ignore the 2s for now because 5 years is a little bit long, but still, you know, it's nice. Ashes of Kittimer, we'll be cautious against everybody because, you know, all that stuff. Let's go and send you over to here and all that material. But in the meantime, the economy itself is plowing forward. The jobs are moving back and forth. We got the workers moving into specialist jobs if they can. But the more important part is about to begin, which is when I assimilate Bajor into the fold. And we will see how that goes. Here we go. We are assimilating Bajor, as mentioned, so it shouldn't take particularly long until that party has commenced. But in the meantime, we can also take a look at population. Right now, a Tellarite is growing on Cardassia Prime. A Tellarite is, in fact, a soft-handed slave, basically. Which means that they will have a certain amount of production value, but he's not being driven into the ground, and they will also not die very easily, because yes, pops can die under this particular framework, and we want to avoid that. We don't want to, burn our population this early. But of course, we still need population in order to, we still need them to work. So there is that as well. What that basically boils down to is that, yes, we still need to have all of that stuff going on. So, yeah, as soon as we have this Tellarite up and running, there's a couple of Tellarites actually growing, which is nice. Let's go to Plaid here. And basically, as soon as that happens, we need to start building special buildings, the labor camp districts, to start and getting those resources like food and minerals and that sort of thing. And that's essentially the pseudo-economy that's happening there. So right now we're just waiting for Bajor to be integrated into the Cardassian order, and then we'll just take it from there. Mission tree in the meantime is looking really fine. We need to build 2 more labor camps, and we will likely need those here, and we'll just build 1 here as well. So So yeah, we got our labor camps up and running, and there's some random events that we don't need to have, and the Bajorans have officially been integrated. Now the Bajorans are automatically part of our empire as soft-handed slaves. And because the Bajorans are part of this world now, it means that, they're all working in these primitive jobs over here. But let's say that we have a labor camp, right? Let's say we have a labor camp on one of our worlds. And we want to make sure that jobs become available for that. So what we can do is say that if I have any unemployment at the moment, any jobs available, I think that we're pretty... here you go. Yeah, there's one. So right now, if we hover over this, we see that we actually need more clerks. So what we can do here is that we can go to, say, the forest farmers and click on the minus button. What this will do is this will remove a job from that process. Basically what it does is it moves one pop over to another job that we want to prioritize. In this case it's not really necessary, so we're just going to move them back and forth. But basically what it means is that we can balance where we want pops to be working. So for instance, like I said, let's say that we want to have less medical workers, right? Or less Inquisitors. I think Cardassia Prime is about to hit the next stage here, so we can actually have a better showcase of that. So yeah, we got a bunch of workers here, but we have no clerks. Okay, so we want more clerks, right? Okay, then we just remove 2 jobs here, and all of a sudden we got clerks. But we can also just move them back on and basically have all those resources back. But clerks, they generate amenities, and amenities are needed to keep our population happy, and also increases stability on the planet, which is always good because high stability means more resource output. But yeah, let's say that you need more food at the moment, which I think we do actually. We could actually try to build another one if we're feeling particularly cheeky. I think we could. Yeah, we could. And basically say that we want to make sure that we have enough farmers and enough miners available to do their thing. If I remove 2 here, they will fill up the miner jobs. And if I remove these 2, they will fill back up over here. But yeah, basically what happens at this point is that we can balance our economy by going into our jobs panel and essentially try to balance things as we go based on our needs. Right now we need food because we need to go on that mission. So we need to prioritize those farmers and reduce the amount of miners that we have available. So yeah, there's that. Okay, can I get some more, please? No, I cannot. That is unfortunate. But yeah, there you go. That is the essentials of the economy within Star Trek Infinite. Try to figure things out in terms of how to balance things. What do I need right now? Am I overproducing on minerals? Cool. Reduce the amount of miners that I have because I need more food from farmers, as an example. Or I need more alloys because, you know, I'm overproducing food, but I don't have enough people working in another department. Sure, those workers would automatically move up and down, but you know, it's a case of trying to do examples. Think about return of investment. Are you going to be in a position in 5 years' time where you're going to, you know, do you not need to spend any minerals at the moment? That's fine. That's good. Invest in some mining stations. You'll get the return of investment in about 5 years or so. And after that, you'll be swimming in the cash. So at the start of the game, just take it slow. Do not overbuild. Balance your pops. And think of return on investment. And later on, just slowly build up. Don't overbuild your buildings. That's probably the most important part I can say here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this is illuminating and you have an idea of what's going on under the hood when it comes to economy. Thank you so much for watching, and check out this video. We're going to be talking about Klingons and specifically warfare in the next video. How does combat work? How do ships work? How do I build ships? How do I even design ships? Feel free to click on the link that you see on your screen right now. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and enjoy yourselves with some Star Trek Infinite.